It is the 26th of December, 2015, and this story is I Love You, Grandma. I love you, Grandma, and it's the little bear who loves his grandma. I love you, Grandma. Little bear and Grandma were eating breakfast. Grandma, asked Little Bear suddenly, why do I have such a big nose? Oh, to help you find food, Grandma told him. But I just looked around and I found these berries, argued Little Bear. Ah, yes, replied Grandma. Food isn't always that easy to find. Grandma led Little Bear down to the river. Can you see anything to eat here? She asked him. And Little Bear shook his head. Can you smell anything? Grandma added. Food, answered Little Bear. Then use your nose to find the food, Grandma told him. So Little Bear followed his nose to some stones on the riverbank. And he turned one over and, a fish! He saw a fish and he laughed. Yummy dinner, smiled Grandma. Good job, Little Bear. Oh, I love you, Grandma, Little Bear whispered in her ear. Grandma, asked Little Bear suddenly, why do I have such sharp claws? To help you find food, came the reply. Ah, but you told me I have my nose for that, said Little Bear, surprised. I said, Grandma, that's true, but sometimes your nose leads you to food, but you still have to work to get it. So she took Little Bear into the woods. Sniff the air, she reminded him. So Little Bear started to follow his nose. And he stopped at a fallen tree. I can smell food, Little Bear said. I can't see it, but I know it's here. You'll need to use your claws, Grandma told him. So Little Bear dug his sharp claws into the bark of the old dead tree, and off came a piece. Aha, ants, he said. I love to eat ants. Lunch, smiled Grandma. Good work, Little Bear. Oh, I love you, Grandma, Little Bear yelled. Grandma, asked Little Bear suddenly, why do I have such a long tongue? To help you find food, Grandma said to him. But you told me that I have my nose and my claws to do that, said Little Bear, surprised. Sometimes the best food is hard to reach, Grandma told him. So she took Little Bear to a clearing. Smell the air, Grandma said to Little Bear. So Little Bear sniffed and sniffed, and he lifted his nose up high. Oh, food. I smelled food, Grandma. And a huge bee's nest hung on a branch right up above him. Oh, I know what to do, said Little Bear. Look at me, he called. He hooked the nest with his sharp claws and lifted it down and opened it up. Honey, he smiled. I love honey. Supper, said Grandma, but Little Bear's big claws couldn't reach the food. So what are you going to do now? Asked Grandma. I will use my long tongue, laughed Little Bear. That's just what he did. Brilliant, Little Bear, laughed Grandma. How do you know so many things, Grandma? Asked Little Bear suddenly. Oh, that's easy, Grandma smiled. When I was a small bear like you, I was curious like you. You ask so many questions, you'll soon know lots of things too. And she hugged Little Bear tightly. Do you know I love you, Grandma? Asked Little Bear. I do, answered Grandma. She stroked Little Bear's sticky head. And you know I love you too, she said. And off they went home. And Little Bear got back in his bed to go fast asleep that night.